Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, I thought I'd give you a quick update on this cryptocurrency bull cycle. Show you this chart here. Is euphoria gonna come? Because we saw it in the last two cycles, and it was really extreme. And when I say extreme, back from 2013, 2014, we saw a sharp rise in November, which is why many people believe that this November that just went was going to be an insane one, which didn't happen. We can see here, and even with like the last 2017, 2018, we saw parabolic run, but it was over the course of a few months, 1, 2, 3 months to it topped out. And I'm going to break this down, show you this chart here as well, because I've been talking about a death cross coming. If it sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Before I dive any further, I need to let you know I am not a financial advisor. These are my own personal opinions on the market. Please, I'm looking at the chart, do your own research before you invest your money. That being said, every time we see the 50 week, is it D? No, day. Sorry, I'm on a daily time frame. Here we go. Every time we see the 50-day moving average with the 200-day average cross, meaning if the blue line comes down, crosses with the red, it's called a death cross. And we get two types of crosses. We get a death cross and a golden cross. I just want to focus your attention on the death crosses. Every time, and I said this in the last one, if you missed it, do check it out. I've got a video. The last time we saw a death cross was here. And when the death cross happened, the price of Bitcoin, because we're talking about Bitcoin here, it does affect the altcoin market as well, fell below. If you look, the price of Bitcoin came right below this 200 line, the red line, 200 day, and we had the death cross afterwards. Then what happened? Then we always saw the Bitcoin price retrace back to this 200 line. And let's just go back so we can see other death crosses, right? Here's a fine example here. Well, we had a death cross here, which is the arrow I'm pointing, and the price was below the red line here, and we saw a retracement back to the red line. That's what the star is here. It's called a star of opportunity, a window of opportunity, meaning if we are in a bear market, and here's another example. If we are in a bear market, actually, no, let me come back because that was 2014. I wanted to show you the last, here we go, 2017, 2018. If we are, if Bitcoin's now in a bear market, because no one knows right now, because we've got to see a retrace. So we're going to go back high and, print all-time highs. Where's the window of opportunity of taking profits? I think it's going to be this star right here, or the stars that I'm going to show you. So, and let me just show you again, one last time. Something got my throat. Death cross right here. We saw the death cross happen here. Let me move this. This is supposed to be a circle, but it looks like a snowman. We saw the death cross here. Price action for Bitcoin went below the red line way before the death cross happened. Price action went down. We came down. Death cross happened. We saw a retracement back to this red 200-day moving average. It's happened a lot. I can keep going back in and it will keep happening. So what I'm saying is there's a window of opportunity to be taking profits when we see the retracement back. If it breaks above the 200, great. But if it doesn't, this is going to be a star opportunity when it retraces back. Let's take a look at where we are today, because we have seen Bitcoin come below this red line. And I was saying in the last video, I kind of would like this to happen because there is another scenario, which I'll tell you in a second. That's if, that's what these pink, let me just quickly show you the pink thing. If it was to play out like this, and it can be a bit of a problem. Where the death cross happens. We're talking about death crosses, right? Where the blue line crosses the red line. Price action is above the red line. We usually see the price collapse down. Right, and this is why I was hoping for the price action to sort of come below the red line, so we can, because there's 50 days coming down, price action could come up. I don't know if it remains low, and I know it sounds negative now, but you'll understand in the future. We could then see a retracement back up to the red line. I'm trying to think forward here, so let's imagine it does something like this. That's the red line. I'm gonna draw it red just so you can see, rough and simple, and then we've got action. Then we got the blue line, which is the death cross coming down like this, right? And I'll draw it in blue just so you can see. Now, I would like for the Bitcoin price to remain below the red line for a period of time. So when we have this cross, then it retraces back and it touches this red line here. Because if that happens, it can be good. it can be good for Bitcoin in the long term. Why? Because we did it once and we had an absolute insane parabolic run, and that's this entire run that you see here. Take a look here. This specific moment right here is where I'm thinking Bitcoin could happen. So look, the death cross is here. I'll just bring this up so you can see. There's the death cross right there, right? Price action was below the 200 daily, the red line, moving average. It retraced back up to this red line, and then we saw an insane parabolic run after that. And that's what I'm hoping for Bitcoin, if we are still in a bullish trend, to just really see it rise up again. If it isn't, then just be prepared that we may have seen the top here, and we could be coming down now for Bitcoin. What does it mean for the altcoins? Because it's not necessarily a bad thing. I've been saying for the longest time that if this is the top of the bull cycle right here, let me bring it up, this 69,000, then a lot of money is going to come out of Bitcoin and flood into the altcoins. I also believe that Ethereum could flood out as well. This chart here tells a different story. You're looking at the Bitcoin log growth curves, which is the rainbow, red to purple. And whenever Bitcoin's been at its highest peak of the bull cycle, it's always come up to this red line here. And have a look here, 2017, 2013, 2014, 2017's top always came up to the red line. And we've not seen that yet. And down here was the perfect window of opportunity to be buying your crypto when it gets to the dark bluish purplish area. Perfect time to be buying crypto. This is 2018's capitulation, the massive bear market down here where I was buying so much crypto. And then here again back in March 2020, you see, anywhere where the purplish bluish line is a perfect time to buy crypto. Now here's what we got to ask ourselves. Have we seen the top? I still don't think we've seen the top, and it's crazy, I know. Now, this could be classed as the top, but if we're in an extended bull cycle, meaning it's taking longer to get to the top, because let's have a look at here, look. If you think back from when Bitcoin was created to here, how many days did that cycle take from the lowest of the lowest? Bear market territory down here, it took roughly to get to the top 670 days. And then from here, this cycle to the next top, how long did it take to get to the top? From here to here, it took 1,491 days. That's already double the days, almost double and a bit, 2.5 times longer. And from here to the next one, because I don't think we've seen the top. I think the top's going to come in when it goes red, when we see Bitcoin at the red, and we're not there yet. Look, just hear me out. It's a scenario that could hold true. If Bitcoin was to collapse down to this purple line, right? Just keeping it real. If Bitcoin was to start coming down to this purple line, and let's say it took a good few months, we're talking June 2022, and it comes down to this purple line, Bitcoin would be sitting about $35,000. People would think it's a bear market. But technically speaking, it wouldn't be. And I'll tell you for why. Because if you look at this, it's an extended period, which means that it's just taking longer. It's a longer cycle for Bitcoin to top out, which means it could come back up again, and then we could see the top here, which means this entire thing from here all the way to wherever this is going to be in the future could have been the longest bull cycle ever. And here's my reasons for this, because this was the beginning of the bull cycle right here, 2018. And that was down here at the purple. You can see where I'm aiming, right? This was the bottom. Here, 2020 created a new low. Low, higher low. If it was to come down to these areas here, higher low. Look, it could fall down to, it depends on where. If it came down to 30,000, 35 to 30,000, still bullish because it's a higher low. It's creating higher lows every time, and it's a longer extended period of time. But let's make it clean. But it could do that, and we could still be bullish. It just means that it's going to take a long time to get to the top. But whilst all that's happening, you're seeing altcoins go absolutely insane, parabolic. Take a look at this chart. This is the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. I'll update you again. We're still bullish. This is the weekly time frame. I'm using the EMA ribbons. Usually there's a tangle. When you see a tangle in the ribbons, that means it's bearish. It means that the bear market is kicking in. Time to sell your stuff. And the yellow crosses with the red. If you're new watching, I'm going to show you here. Look. every time we've seen a tangle, look, there's the bullish time. Let's cross the yellow, because the yellow was below, it's come above. Price action is bouncing off the yellow. Let's have a look at it on a bearish perspective. You can see the tangle there. Look, here's the bearish perspective right here in the 2017's top. And if I really bring it like this, you can see the cross here, nice and clear. The yellow comes down, it crosses, then it's all bear market from there, right? And you can see again. Look, let's come back. When it's tangled, bearish. Bullish. When it tangles here, you see bearish momentum down. We haven't seen that yet with Bitcoin on this weekly time frame. It's still looking bullish. So, and what is this down here? This low red mark down here is about 43,000. It's a tough one because I'm trying to figure out what, are we in this bear cycle? Are we not? Let's take a look at. Hold on, gone through the wrong. Oh, I'm open up Photoshop. I didn't mean to click it. It best not open. Open in the background. Let's open it. Look, close. Oh well, let it do its thing. Let's have a look at this on the weekly time frame, because I was saying to you on the weekly time frame, if we close below this 50 line, it could be dangerous for Bitcoin. I want to take bloody Photoshop. Take this off. I just want to focus your attention on this. This is the weekly time frame, and every time Bitcoin's closed below this blue line on the weekly time frame, we've always gone down to the red line. It's a guarantee. I'm telling you now. This is why I don't want Bitcoin to close below the blue line, because if it closes this blue line here, we're coming straight down here. I'm telling you now. And you can see this in the past. Like every time we broke this blue line, look, we had a confirmed candle below it, straight down to the red. Look here, look, we had a confirmed candle here, this green candle here, straight down to the red. You see, we always go down when we break this blue line. It's happened every single cycle. If I could extend this red line here, it would have come like this all the way around here. Look at this candle here. Let me move this little circle thing because I want to show you the candle. This candle right here, you can't really see it. This green candle here confirms the closure. It couldn't break back above the blue line. This was a confirmed candle below the blue 50-week moving average. It came straight down to the 200, guys. And this is what we've got to seriously pay attention to, because if we close below, right now we still got time. See here, we still got time to come back up. Bitcoin could, bounce back above. We're here at the minute. If we close below this blue line, we want to get back above 48,000. Then, and then we see a new candle that can't come above. That's it. I'm selling my Bitcoin, because that confirms to me we're in a bear market, and we could see a long extended drop for a period of time. That's what I think. If we break above and we bounce above it, then expect to see high highs as time comes on. How are we looking for the fear and greed index? Right now, everybody is still fearful. Yesterday was extreme fear. So for me, this is a good time to be buying cryptocurrency. Why? Because when the market is fearful, that's when people are scared, they're panicking, they're selling. You should do the opposite. You should be buying. And it's hard to control your brain, your emotions, to think, maybe buy when everyone's panicking. And then when it goes green, extreme greed, that's when you should be selling. And I think that when it goes extreme greed again, we're going to see some crazy high prices. Let's take a look at this on the full chart, just to see here. So we've created a base back in May, June, July, somewhere around here. We've got this. That was a lower high, a higher low, but I'm going off, and this was the low. This is the second higher low. From here, hopefully we can come back up in these areas here, the 71 level, the 60, 79, 70, no, 70 to 71 level. I think we're going to see prices back up here. It will be greed again. People will be happy and cheerful because prices are going up. Your portfolio is looking good. You're going to see it again. Remain humble. If you see insane parabolic euphoria, and it comes straight up to here, like the 90 levels, guys, you best be prepared to sell a lot, because that could call the top of the alt season. It can happen fast. We've seen it happen fast before. So just pay attention on that. I'm going to keep bringing this to you guys as well. And then maybe I'll discuss this chart in another video, because this is also talking about the alt season. And I think we're going to see the alt season again. Let me zoom out so I can grab the whole chart in, just to show you what it was like back in 2017, 2018. So here we saw at 100. We haven't seen it at 100 for the longest time. The chart, meaning this alt season chart. That's when altcoins price just explodes up really high, euphoria and all that stuff. I'm waiting to see it right back up here for a period of time. This was in the hundreds right back, 2017. Look at the time, the timestamp, April. So look, April, it was at 100. You can see here 100, right? Look at the thing here. April all the way through to May, June. You see, still at 100. It was up there for a good 2-3 months. So I would expect the same thing to happen again when we see this true euphoria. I'm going to bring more on this on another video. I don't want to go too deep into it. Just wanted to share this with you. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. If it was helpful to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Thank you for watching. Big up to you all. Become a Patreon if you want. I got 7 tiers. Take your pick. I recommend going for my exclusive VIP partner tier. That's this one here. This one will give you access to all my posts. You can see when I buy, when I sell, when I stake. It's all in there. Click on the post, you'll see what we're buying. We're buying things that you guys can't see on YouTube right now. So if you want to get in early, because trust me, it does matter about when you're buying these coins. You want to buy it before it pumps 10x. That's what they're seeing. If you want a little bit more, go for my super alerts. Hold on, super alerts. That gives you access to my VIP Telegram group where I talk to you way before I do anything. It's all in there. High crypto profile. Big money. Telling you, there's big money in this group talking about big things. Big crypto YouTube profiles. I say YouTubers. So yeah, if that's something that sounds good for you, check that one out as well. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.